Hi, thanks for joining our today's video tutorial. Our topic today is custom field configuration in Logiks WMS Mobile. Probably you already had the following situation. You were using a WMS scenario and missing some very important information which is shown in SAP Business One, but not in WMS. That's the reason why we invented the custom field configuration. Today I want to show you a brief overview what is possible with the field configuration and how to individualize your Logiks WMS UI. In the Logiks WMS Studio in the web, in your templates section, you can configure for every scenario the UI elements shown on the screen. Open your preferred template by clicking on Scenarios and select the scenario of your choice. I'm going to show you the configuration in the pick scenario. On the right side of the QR code configuration, you can see a lot of tabs. Header, subpage, lines, and so on. They all contain the field configuration. Let's go through them one by one. The header section means the screen which opens when you are entering a scenario. A list of documents usually is shown here. Now you can decide what information you want to display. On the left side, you see all available fields. The right side represents how and what is displayed on your WMS screen. You can see two lines. First line, the pick list number and the picker name. And second line, the status of the pick list. Now you can add lines up to a total amount of 5 lines. And by selecting on the left, those fields appear on the right. You can now drag and drop them into any line you want. Whatever you do here will have an effect once you next time log into WMS. Just please think about the limitations of your screen. Putting too many values into one line will for sure crop them. Mandatory values which are required are grayed out. Now let's arrange the UI in a better way. You can additionally show or hide the names of the fields. Whenever you are done, you can click the Save Changes button and re-log in to your WMS. Now let's see the changes. You see this looks good now. Now let's first go through the other tabs and see what elements in WMS they belong to. In the end, I'm gonna explain how to add completely new fields. The header subpage is an additional window in WMS which you can fill with header information from your documents if the space on the regular document list doesn't fit to your needs. Now let's reload the app. You can now find a More button in 2 positions, outside of the pick list and on top inside of the pick list, accessing the header subpage. Next is the configuration of the lines, which means the item list view when you are inside of a document. Same as with the header configuration, you can add and move fields as you like. Next, the lines subpage. This section is similar to the header subpage and can be configured in the same way. This window is endless. You can add as many fields as you want without any limitation. Now we are coming to a very cool feature, the regular item pop-up. If you want, you can activate this element on the upper right side. Once it is active, whenever you are scanning an item, a pop-up appears showing you the configured fields. If you want your warehouse staff to be aware of any important information about the items they are processing, use this and they will definitely see it. Last two sections are for serial and batch managed items. If you already processed such items in WMS, you know that a pop-up with the serial or batch information appears whenever you are scanning such an item. Here you can customize that pop-up. Now that we are through the basics, let's take a look on an even more advanced way to customize UI. Add new fields. If you are missing any important field from your documents in SAP, you are able to provide it here. First, give it a meaningful name, best same to SAP Business One. Then provide the field data type. Now comes the difficult part. To be able to read the field information from SAP Business One, the WMS needs a SQL query. Yes, this is similar to the queries in SAP Business One in the query generator. So if you are able to query a value from the document directly in SAP Business One, it will also work in WMS. Please only be aware about the syntax. Here in text window, you can see a query how it works. If you want to make sure that yours is working as well, just try to stick to this syntax. In the next field, you simply provide the desired table and field from the document in SAP Business One. Be careful to use a comma as a separator here. In case your field has predefined values like a drop-down, you need to also provide a query to fetch those values. Only if you want to write data back into the fields in SAP Business One, provide the service layer variable. But please be aware of the following limitations. The field must be writable over the service layer. Not all fields in SAP Business One are. And it is also only possible for fields without any predefined values like linked tables or date time format. In the end, you can define if the field should be read-only, a default, or mandatory value. Once done, the field shows up on the left side and can be arranged as per your liking. If you are unsure about all those technical parameters and details, SAP provides detailed technical information about all fields in every table, about service layer endpoints, and much more in their technical documentation. Now let's take a look on the new field. You see, here is the shipping type from the document. And the easiest function at the end, you can add any of your UDFs by simply selecting them from the drop-down. Here, all UDFs from SAP are shown and can be selected. We've reached the end of our tutorial. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this will help you make your Logiks WMS Mobile look exactly how you need it and your warehouse processes smoother and more efficient. See you next time.